The world of combat sports is buzzing, and it's not just about a title fight or a knockout. This time, the conversation is all about location, and it doesn't get more prestigious than this. Imagine the roar of the crowd, the bright lights, and the adrenaline of a championship bout, all set against one of the most iconic backdrops in the world, the White House. This isn't a fantasy, it's a very real plan, and one of the biggest names in the sport is already lobbying for a spot on the card. It all started with a simple idea from President Donald Trump. A few words spoken, a vision shared, and now that vision is becoming a reality. The UFC is officially planning a historic event on the White House grounds. Initially, the date was slated for a patriotic showdown on July 4, 2026, but the timeline has since shifted to an even more exciting June date. And you can bet that the top contenders and fan favorites are lining up, eager to be part of history. Think about the sheer prestige. This isn't just another fight night. It's an event that transcends sports, blending the raw intensity of the octagon with the hallowed halls of American power. Fighters are already dreaming of the opportunity. Former interim champion Colby Covington, who was the first UFC champion to be invited to the White House back in 2018, has already made it clear he wants in. And in the superstar category, two names have been floated more than any others, Jon Jones and Conor McGregor. But let's be real, UFC CEO Dana White has a very specific vision for who would get the nod to headline an event of this magnitude. And while Jon Jones is widely considered one of the greatest of all time, the star power and global appeal of Conor McGregor are in a league of their own. It's that undeniable charisma and ability to command a crowd that makes him the one White would likely trust to carry the weight of such a monumental night. The Notorious gets a sneak peek. McGregor, never one to miss a moment in the spotlight, has been quick to seize the opportunity. The details of the event have been revealed, and they sound absolutely incredible. Imagine this: fighters warming up and getting ready for their big moment inside the White House itself. The ceremonial weigh-ins taking place on the very steps of the Lincoln Memorial, a symbol of freedom and American history. And to top it all off, a massive celebration with fireworks and light shows, making it more than a fight, it's a spectacle. When the details of these perks hit the news, McGregor's interest went from high to off the charts. He took to social media to loudly and proudly stake his claim. It's a classic McGregor move. See an opportunity and go for it with everything you've got. His passion for the event is palpable, and it's no surprise. Even though he's from Ireland, McGregor has a connection to the event's setting. Earlier this year, he met with President Trump in the Oval Office, shaking hands and sharing a moment of mutual respect. It's a full-circle moment that adds an extra layer of intrigue to his potential participation. And let's not forget, McGregor has his own political ambitions. He's made it known that he plans to run for President of Ireland in the future. So, fighting on the lawn of the American White House would not only be a career highlight, but a powerful statement on a global stage, bridging his two worlds, sports and politics. Chasing history, one event at a time. For a fighter of McGregor's stature, headlining a monumental event might seem like a given. He is, without a doubt, the biggest superstar the sport has ever seen. His fights are global events watched by millions, and his presence alone guarantees a record-breaking night. However, his history with these massive, landmark events has been a mixed bag. Think back to UFC 200. That event was supposed to be a cornerstone of his career, with a highly anticipated rematch against Nate Diaz. Fans were ready, the hype was real, but ultimately, a series of issues led to McGregor being pulled from the card. He missed out on a chance to be the main attraction on one of the biggest nights in UFC history. It was a missed opportunity that a fighter of his caliber rarely experiences. Then there was UFC 300, another historic event, With one of the most stacked cards ever assembled, McGregor made it clear he wanted a spot on the card, a chance to be the cherry on top of an unforgettable night. But again, his return didn't align with the timing of the event, and he was nowhere to be found when the octagon doors closed. These are the moments that a fighter like McGregor lives for. They're not just fights, they're legacies. And after a 4-year layoff from the octagon, the desire to make his comeback a truly unforgettable moment is stronger than ever. The last few months have seen him back in the gym, putting in the hard work, sweating it out, and preparing for his return. The fire is back in his eyes, and he's been training relentlessly.